2 decades old, the story's told how a school took shape on a bold landscape, and those enrolled grew many-fold, wearing blue and gold and grape. There was something new and different too about that colour combination, a storm-born uniform well worn since dawn of a millennial foundation. While blue rings true, a regal hue, and gold is rare and treasured, the grape stains seep in rich and deep in ripples running on unmeasured by tape. The blue, the gold and the grape. For from the grape comes a vintage wine, and for those who can distill it, fortified with college pride, a powerful kind of spirit. Now 20 years have come and gone, and Varsity rolls on and will for many more long years as children's lives become careers. Should you return one day to take a look around, notice all the changes, where once you found fond friends, now stroll strangers. Buildings taller, devices smaller, mobile phones for every caller, taught by sports, artistic sorts and academics, survived and thrived despite pandemics. Perhaps you're on an island now or off in some far city, moved up, moved on, moved out or gone, a long way from Varsity. A former student, wondering, would anyone recall from a passing generation of pupil population when you were young and small? If you never made a mention or ever drew attention, yet avoided all detention, won no badge to pin on proudly, never stood out from the crowd, we never sang your praises loudly, never crossed the finish line in first, but you rode or ran or danced until you burst. Your achievements all were neither best nor worst. No swimming carnival splashes, no purple champion sashes for 100-metre dashes. But you sweated through assembly, packed like a sellout crowd at Wembley, and it made you go all trembly when the bugle sounded. Never stood out from the rest, but always gave your best in each assessment test. And you recall the features of some memorable teachers and learnt something from their speeches. You never made a fuss or mucked up on the bus, but you're still one of us, just alumnus. There's no wall that hangs your art, but somewhere in your heart there's a tiny little part that's Varsity. Or perhaps, as a staff member, there's still some burning ember that leads you to remember well in those 20 years, that time among your Varsity peers. If you helped a struggler or trained the ducks, laughed off the graffiti that said, "School sucks," ponder now your legacy to teaching and wonder, could it be far-reaching or buried in a capsule underground, located and lost and found? If you collected a roll or answered a phone in an office or a classroom all alone, found lost property, applied first aid or checked outstanding fees were paid, cleaned a room or emptied a bin, made sure the permission notes were in, scooted your booty to do playground duty, calmed a parent, wrote a report, lent an ear or gave support, there's a badge with your name on it deep in some drawer, and it probably says what you were here for. Pin it back on, brush off the dust, because you're one of us who dared to dream, as the motto would say, dared to create our future today, dared to make it all take shape, cherished the blue, the gold and the grape.